Lil
Maybe
Mama,
you
what's
gotta
up?
mute and unmute her real quick. I think she could talk now.
Mama, unmute.
She probably don't. You probably don't know how to unmute. So you gotta press that speaker, that mic button, and then you gotta press it, and
Yo.
then it unmutes. Yeah,
Hello,
there
y'all
you
can
go.
hear me?
There you go. There you go.
No, I
Hey,
know how to work it.
No.
I just was trying to tap on the green so I can actually see it on the screen.
yo, Lil Mama, you're like an absolute legend. I would never even expect you to be in like our Discord. I'm gonna be honest with you. Off rip.
You said you wouldn't expect me to be on Discord?
No, yeah, I wouldn't even expect you to be in here because sometimes some of these niggas be immature. Like obviously, like facts in them, they be like mature and stuff. But like we have a lot of immature people in here, so I would not expect you to be in here. But anyway, how you been?
I've been good, but yeah, it's like the barbershop, It's like you get in here, you talk shit, you vent. I think that is healthy. Everybody needs a space. Like women need a space where we could go with each other, talk, and kind of vent. Sometimes we might say shit that's kind of dumb, but then you have people that voice of reasons to kind of help you steer on the right track. And but you got to have at least enough to be able to filter through your thoughts. So I appreciate it. I like what y'all doing here on Chat Niggas. I be coming in here talking my shit in the text, and then I leave.
No. Of course, I appreciate it. Hey, I'm not gonna get into too many things because like humbly and politely. Hopefully, I want to have a sit down with you. I want you on my podcast. So like, I don't want to give
Okay.
it all away by just doing this on VC. But
Okay.
shit, like, there's so much to talk to you about, but I want to keep
Mhm.
most of that for us talking in person. But pretty
Yeah.
much update everybody on what you've been up to. Sometimes people, they're kind of, out of mind, out of sight. And, people follow me a lot of times for like, oh, what's in the blogs today? And they might only know or care about what's going on the last 2 weeks for whoever is being covered. But I keep telling people, I'm like, everybody who's in this entertainment fraternity, they're all doing their different things, whether they're being reported on or not. So, what is new with you?
Well, I've been getting my feet wet with acting, and I think I'm probably in like the 3 or 4 feet now.
Mm.
Um, so much so that I'm producing and directing a few of my own productions. Right now the film industry is on strike. Um,
How
so I
is
don't
that,
know.
by
It
the
might
way?
be a musical project in the works, like with what I already had planned, because I was set out to um lead a series, like a power type of series. I'm set out to lead a series. So we start in 2024 because of the strike this year. And it's good because I already was doing We the Streets, the dance competition show that's happening in New York.
Mm.
That was happening simultaneously while I was working on film. And now I get to like put more of my energy toward that. So that's exciting.
No,
We're gonna do a hip hop 50 show in December, and our auditions is next week in New York. I'm gonna be in like every all of the 5 boroughs each day. I'm gonna be in a different borough.
oh no, that's amazing. And by the way, again, whenever you got some time, I'm in Jersey. We shoot in Jersey City,
Oh, you're
so
in Jersey. I'm in New York.
yeah,
Yeah, I'm here.
yes. So I really want to like get a face to face that we can get everything official on camera. By the way, women in New York going absolutely crazy. Um,
Yeah, I know.
like, how do you feel about that? It feels like there's more opportunities now because there was a time in like I feel like hip hop like in New York, it felt like oh it had to be one woman or it had to be maybe two, but like, it wasn't like so welcoming for every talented person that happened to be a woman who had a different type of outlook or aspect on music. But I feel like it's happening now. How do you feel about that?
Oh, wow. That conversation. Well, to start, I wasn't sure where you were going with the women are going crazy thing because, we did have a shooting here in New York that took place in the Bronx with some girls from around the city where a young woman lost her life,
Mm,
and she's in her early 20s, right? So when you said the women are going crazy, I thought about that. And then to also think about the upsides, right? The
yeah.
girls who are getting a chance to do music and kind of flourish and be out there, travel and do shows and stuff like that and get money. I definitely think that in correlation to those type of events, it's great to see young women get an opportunity to do the things that we pray and wish for when we kids. We look up We look at television. When we were younger, we had 106 in Park, where there was a countdown shows, and we had women that we looked up to that would be on the countdowns or just on TRL, or even just knowing that, we had a few artists right from New York that had made it with rap. It was always inspirational, and there wasn't really too many people. So now it's just like you have a hot song and people embrace it. It can be one or two things, because I heard some of the topic that you was talking about earlier. It
Mhm.
could be a thing where people just, oh, I got the clout. It doesn't matter my subject matter. I'm just gonna keep talking about whatever's gonna keep me hot. And then you got conversations happening in the households where people like, yo, these bitches ain't talking about shit, da da da, and it's all of these debates. And then you also have the women that's defying that mindset and really tapping in. And I'm listening to them too, that actually have something to say. So it's like it's a lot going on, but I kind of just like embrace all of it where it fits for me, like when I'm in that mood.
Again, by the way, and I see y'all in the chat. I'm naturally inclined when I have somebody here that I actually love to talk to. It almost gets in an interview mode. I know, chat. I know. Y'all don't want me to do an interview now. I get it, but I do want to ask this one more question.
They like put them videos back
Yeah, yeah,
on. I want to see this.
yeah.
Hey, nigga, nah.
Wait, hold on. So, um, do you? I'm wondering how's your outlook on like yourself, if you even have that at this point, where it's like you're indubitably tied with so much of hip hop history, and you're
Yeah,
definitely a legend in your own right, and you're so
yeah.
memorable within the art.
Thank
Um,
you.
do you kind of like, how do you process that like now? You know what I mean? And also, by the way, a lot of shit you did before, I believe it was just precursors for what a lot of people are doing now too. D-
Hmm.
d- how do
Uh,
you kind of process that? And I don't know. I guess it's an open-ended question.
yeah, yeah, and I think it's an open-ended answer. I came in the game very young, and I had like real life experiences, just like people get locked up for just being on the corner, and the cops run down on you. Same shit. It's like I was young in the industry, growing, learning, making music, right, making impact, like you mentioned, and setting the stage for the people to come, kind of like how Missy Elliott and Lauryn Hill kind of set the stage for me, to be able to do music, dance, and speak my mind, so to speak, right? And so I look at now my career, and I look at people like Kevin Hart, people like Missy Elliott, um, MC Light, her just going from music into doing voiceovers, being the voice of BT, the Super Bowl, all of these different things. Even Queen Latifah getting into the movies like the way she does and dominates the way she does. And I'm like, yo, there's so many different lanes and so much for me to do. And to see people who were doing it 25 years before I got in the game, and they're still working at that level now.
Hmm.
I'm like, wow, I have so much more to go too, because these people, they're like working at a level where they're present, and they're in their 50s. So it's like hip hop has opened the lane where it's like I have so much work to do. And that's kind of where I look at it from. Like now it's like, all right, what's next? What are you going to do to really make your mark, or to even show yourself that you've acquired new skills and that you're trailblazing in a new way?
Hey, by the way, and not even to, I don't even want you to react to this, but this is why, like, chat, I had reposted that um Asian doll like tweet where she was just like, imagine being 30 years old and rapping. And I was thinking about that. I'm like, I think that is such an older like thought, where people used to be like, oh, remember even the game, and even certain other rappers would be like, oh, you can't be 35 and rap. I feel like the age of rap has expanded. You see 50 selling out all these tours. Like, I
Yeah.
do believe finally hip hop is in a mature space where no matter what age you are, people aren't age shaming you, especially if you're
Yeah.
growing within your art. And I think that's just dope. You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
to me, by the way, MC Light, you know where I met MC Light? I met MC Light. I'm meeting with my lawyer in LA. I hate LA, just because of LA. And he's like, yo, let's
Hmm.
meet at this restaurant, blah, blah. We meet at this restaurant. And I remember seeing MC Light. I'm like, I think that's MC Light, but I don't know. And somebody told me. and she was there meeting with her lawyers and her people, right? It was, I guess, it was one of those restaurants that everybody does business means, and
Mhm.
she was obviously doing some great things, which was continuing her career, and
Mhm.
and that told me even back then it was just like, man, like you're stupid to think that because someone is a elder statesman in hip hop or even an OG in hip hop that they just have to just go away. If anything, those are the people who usually capitalize off most of the stuff that's going on. So, clearly I see that you're figuring out even transitioning and realizing that, hey, listen, there was one time like the youngest girl on the block was you. You get what I mean?
Yeah,
But
yeah.
but now you clearly know how to, okay, all right, cool. Let me do this, let me do this. And also, you're not hating. You feel me?
Nah, not at all. I'm not hating on nobody. Mm-mm.
Yeah.
And I actually met Asian Dog. I love her. She's so funny. She's funny as hell. She's so cute.
She is.
And she was like, "Yo, I used to like, yo, you don't understand," because it's like I have to understand that these girls were little girls when I came out. Now they're 20 and they like, they outside and it's like, yo, and to
And it's a
to
lot of
even
them
just get
more. It wasn't that many, at least how it felt. It didn't feel like it was that many of you guys, but it's a lot
Mhm.
more of them. You get what I mean? It's
Uh-huh.
it's like it didn't feel like
Hmm.
opportunities were being either given out or even um, gotten as freely as it is now. So like obviously most of them they probably are familiar with you because shit, it was only one Lil Mama. Like now I see a lot more
Yeah.
popping up, which is good though.
Mm-hmm. It is good.
Um,
Excuse me. It is good. Go ahead. What you was gonna say?
Oh no! I was gonna say like I was gonna give you the floor because anything else I'm gonna ask is just gonna be straight interview shit, and it's like I'm saving really all the good stuff that I could ask you on a podcast. I
Yeah.
want to do it in person. So yo, by the way, yo, facts. Are you the one who hooked this up?
Yeah, you already know, right?
Nah, facts. You the MVP. Yo,
Uh-huh.
could you please connect her with me, and
I
we could set up something because I definitely want her. I want her pop by the studio and we could do a podcast, bro.
Hey, real quick, Lil Mama, before you leave, yo, this is Clock Out. Real quick, can you
Yeah.
please say nobody's bigger than the fucking chat?
Oh, nobody's bigger than the fucking chat. It's chat niggas.
yeah, let's
Hey,
Oh,
go.
God, let's
Fucking W.
go.
hey, no, yo, facts. I gotta give you so much credit because if someone told me yesterday that Lil Mama knew what the chat niggas was, knew what the Discord was, or would ever be in here, I would be like, oh, you're lying. So for this to happen is like a pleasant surprise. So I just want to thank you. And I'm hoping to have this conversation. Yo, facts, you should pop out with her, bro. Come through the studio too. We could do this.
Yeah, that
Nah,
We could
would
do
it's
this
that,
whatever.
done. It's done.
yeah,
We could do
now
this
that would
whatever.
be great. And it's a pleasure to speak to you again because you remember we met in the club in Miami.
Mm-hmm.
Uh
Yeah.
remember?
Yeah.
And I was like, yeah, they were saying that you ain't gonna play my shit because it ain't negative enough.
Yeah. Yeah. Nah. But listen,
He was
hey,
like, yo, no. You gotta come see me. You don't let people tell you what the fuck who I am. Learn about me. And I was like, I respect that because I'm the same way. You got to get to know somebody by getting to know them.
yeah. So I just want to thank you for coming on here, and no, we'll definitely talk. I can't wait to get this episode done. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I would like that. So thanks for having me. I appreciate it.
Chat, show us some love, man. Appreciate y'all for I'm enjoying the conversation we just had, and definitely me and her we're gonna have much more conversation. And of course, my nigga Facts for